Hey, welcome back everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope we're having a wonderful weekend so far and hopefully getting in on some beneficial rainfall depending on where you're watching from. I know where I live in Charlotte, at least parts of the Charlotte area, had some really good rainfall yesterday. In fact, even caused some flooding, which obviously we would like to avoid. But either way, a lot of rain falling across much of the southeast the past couple of days, and that will be a theme that continues into the coming week. So a couple of housekeeping things here at the beginning. I know things have been slow. I just want to say thank you, though, to everyone that has continued to tune in and watch all the videos. Also, yesterday was my last day at work, so I know I've seemed very tired, and I will seem extremely tired in this video as well. Luckily, though, I've got a quieter period ahead, at least on that side of things, but potentially some other big life moves could be occurring, excuse me, within the next couple of weeks as well. So, just hang in there with me if I seem a little out of it. I part of adulting, part of growing up, a lot of things to do. So but either way, again, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has continued to tune in. Also, I'll probably have another podcast out tonight with the one and only Mitch West, the Scud Spotter podcast. I'll let you know what time that'll premiere. Just keep checking back on the channel or just hit that bell next to the subscribe button to be notified when that occurs. But again, that should be something that gets released today. I think with all that said, we can go ahead and jump into things. Obviously, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Like the video, and do whatever else you'd like as well. I think we can go ahead and jump on into things. All right, so again, really more of the same today. It's going to be a pretty short video. Excuse me. Just due to the fact that things are relatively calm, but I promise when things get more active, when hurricane season starts picking back up, we're really going to dive a lot more into, what exactly is happening out there. But right now, it's just kind of more of the same. Widespread showers, storms, and cloud cover overtaking much of the southeastern half of the country. You'll notice that this has lifted further north than it was just a day or two ago, and that will be a common theme as we kind of see a return to just summer-like weather throughout the entire eastern half of the country, although probably a tad more stormy than even average summertime conditions would promote. Now, radar imagery, again, it is raining, like I said, from much of Texas, Oklahoma, and into portions of the southeast as well. Seeing a lot of that rain happening right now, and that will continue throughout much of today, much of tomorrow, much of the next day. Again, just kind of the pattern that we're in is a stormy one through much of the country. So again, already storming in a lot of places this morning, and that will expand throughout the afternoon hours as we often see during the summertime. All right, watches, warnings, and advisories. Much of the eastern half of the country is all clear right now, in all honesty. That will probably change a little bit more this afternoon. We'll probably see a couple more flash flood warnings or flood advisories pop up for those areas that see a little bit more rainfall than maybe they can handle. But other than that, no specific risk out there today. We don't have too big of a severe weather risk, at least not an organized one. Obviously, a couple afternoon storms will become strong to severe. But nothing, and that sort of thing. Not too bad on the heat side of things. We do have a heat advisory down near Miami, but again, pretty manageable for this time of year. So we'll definitely enjoy this little bit of a break. All right, excessive rainfall outlook. Today we do actually have a slight risk up for the foothills and Piedmont of the Carolinas, kind of the I-85 corridor, back up towards from Greenville, Spartanburg, Charlotte, Greensboro, Boone, Asheville, Hickory, Statesville, Salisbury. Again, a lot of these communities in and around those areas could see some flash flooding today due to some more widespread showers and storms that kind of stall out a little bit. So we will need to watch out for that, and again, could cause some problems. And even the next couple of days as well, tomorrow as well, could again see flooding anywhere in the southern tier of the country. And we'll do it all again on Tuesday as well. But I do want you to know kind of how this band is oriented, this section here that has some flooding potential. That is going to be a theme that we see pretty common throughout much of this week. Probably, again, this corridor right in here going to see most of the rain throughout the next week or so. Alrighty, so let's take a look at radar here for the next 48 hours or so, and I'll update the map as well. And we will go ahead and dive onto this. So quickly, I'm going to just go ahead and load all the frames so I don't have to worry about it not loading. and then we will jump back to where we are now. So here we go. For the southeast this afternoon, Sunday, again, already some scattered showers and storms out there this morning and afternoon, but becoming much more widespread once we get past the noon hour and into this evening. Again, you'll notice just about anyone in the southeast has the chance of seeing a pop-up shower or storm, some of which could become strong to severe. So again, obviously always watching out for that threat. Main threat, though, would be strong straight line winds, heavy rainfall, and some frequent lightning as well as something we will need to watch out for on this Sunday afternoon. And those storms, again, could linger into the evening. And watch what happens right here. I talked about that flooding threat. Pay attention right here into upstate South Carolina, western North Carolina, kind of right here into the foothills. You'll notice showers and storms pop up this afternoon and evening. We'll call this 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Watch what happens 1 hour ahead, 2 hours ahead, 3 hours ahead, 4 hours ahead, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. It is still just, these storms are not moving. In fact, they're almost getting trapped a little bit here. So this could be, somebody who's from this part of the country. This is kind of a classic setup that could lead to some flash flooding in this part of the Carolinas. So Pickens County, Greenville County, Spartanburg, Cherokee, the Shelby area, Gastonia, which already saw flooding yesterday, back over towards Hendersonville, Rutherfordton. Again, this kind of corridor in here, we need to watch out for that because that could definitely lead to some problems. So if anybody's watching from there, let me know. But either way, though, anybody in the southeast could have that problem. But just specifically, due to some of the terrain enhancements, as the southerly flow kind of kicks back up, it's going to hit the mountains here and just kind of get stuck there and wring itself out. So again, we'll need to watch out for that for sure. And this is the first I'm really, to be honest with you, diving into that. But definitely a bit of a concerning look there. So again, have a way to get those flash flood warnings this afternoon and evening, even in the overnight hours, especially if you live in a low-lying area. A lot of these little mountain communities have some of those creeks and streams that love to run out of their banks. So again, just watching out for that. But it continues raining overnight tonight. It could be a rainy night if you love a rainy night, just like the song. Tonight might be your night in the southeast. And then tomorrow for our Monday, we'll do it all again. There's scattered showers and storms in the morning, more widespread in the afternoon. Flooding threat could become a concern for just about anybody. And then we'll probably do it again on Tuesday in all honesty. But either way, we'll get there when we get there. All right, that's the southeast. Again, a bit of a flooding threat there, so going to have to watch out for that. Northeast today, this afternoon, less chance of showers and storms, but cannot rule out a couple isolated showers and storms here, especially into more of our mid-Atlantic regions here, from the Delmarva, the DMV, up through the Philadelphia and even New York City area. I think New England, though, will be just about dry all around. Again, maybe a brief shower or storm, but overall pretty nice and not nearly as widespread rain coverage as the southeast for our Sunday. Monday afternoon, though, rain chances again try to sneak back in here. You'll see some of these showers and storms really kind of kick off as that boundary that has been sagging across the mid-Atlantic finally again pulls back north as those dew points increase and our rain chances increase with it. So again, one last really nice day for the Northeast today. Tomorrow, rain chances again could move back in. And again, some of these storms could become a little feisty with some strong straight line winds, a lot of lightning, and some flooding potential. So that's Monday afternoon. You'll notice these continuing to work on through Monday evening and overnight. Even a little bit of a short wave here, it looks like, trying to develop here. You'll notice some troughing. So that could lead to a little bit more of some organized storms. So we'll need to watch out for that overnight Monday into Tuesday here. But again, nice today, and then the rain continues back into the forecast for tomorrow and will likely even last into Tuesday here. This is Tuesday morning, so watching out for that. All right, Midwest, we got some viewers up this part of the way as well. For our Sunday afternoon, again, scattered showers and storms, working back in. Again, pretty isolated in nature this afternoon. It could die down a little bit in the overnight, but then tomorrow for our Monday afternoon, more showers and storms pop up, probably a little bit more widespread tomorrow than today from Minnesota through Michigan. And just about really anyone in this part of the country, again, could see some of those storms become strong to severe during the afternoon hours, as we often see during the summertime. And then that gets us into Tuesday morning here, and again, we'll probably do it again Tuesday afternoon. But we'll get there when we get there. All right, what is leading to all of this? And you know what, actually, just so I don't leave you guys out, let's do the South Central Plains as well. I didn't pull that up, but I will pull it up on the fly here. All right, here we go. Yeah, for you folks down here, I might have forgotten about you. Don't tell anybody. Here we go, though. Sunday afternoon. This afternoon, more widespread showers and storms. Also, an area that I don't talk about just because I focus mainly kind of east of the Rockies, but the desert Southwest, we're in monsoon season here. So we do actually have a small risk that some of these storms out near Colorado and New Mexico could become strong to severe this afternoon. So if you happen to be watching there, I don't think I have many viewers from that area, but if you happen to find this video, be prepared for that. Also be prepared for some flooding risk in here too. You'll notice this afternoon widespread showers and storms throughout the Four Corners region, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. Again, some of these storms could produce torrential rainfall and some frequent lightning as well. So we will need to watch out for that. Dies down a little bit in the overnight and then picks up steam again on Monday afternoon, especially down here near Houston and kind of this corridor. Again, could see some flooding out of that, as the Weather Prediction Center did highlight. So again, need to monitor that for our Monday afternoon and even into our Monday evening and Tuesday. So again, didn't forget about you. I mean, I did, but I came back, so I made up for it a little bit. All right, so what is leading to all of this? Why are we seeing this? Well, I guess I probably should pull up this map first if we're going to talk about that, so we will. Again, as we've been talking about, it's kind of two different factors. We've got a trough down into the south central plains, and then we've got a ridge, and both of these are unfortunately kind of moving air and wind the same direction, and it is leading to a big push of wind energy out of the Gulf of Mexico, and that is leading to, again, this big corridor of area that has increased lift, increased humidity and mugginess, and is just leading to increased rain chances. And that's going to be a theme all week long. So, through much of this week, really all the way up till at least next week, and that'll be a pretty common theme, I think. So we'll need to watch for that as these rain chances continue. And with that, the summertime mugginess is going to return. So you'll notice dew points here lifting northward again as we get that flow out of the Gulf. This is Thursday afternoon here. Again, widespread dew points in the 70s through the southeast, about 70 through the Ohio River Valley, and then up through the Midwest as well, even getting up into the 60s. So again, a lot more muggy than we saw a couple days ago when we had that nicer weather. One thing I will mention, though, very briefly here, is extreme northern portions of the United States here up into the UP of Michigan and all. We are going to have a couple shots of some Canadian air, try to work on through. So again, most of it's going to be muggy, but there will be some isolated spots in here through Wisconsin, again, the UP of Michigan, northern Minnesota as well, that kind of tap into some drier air. So I think I've got one or two viewers up there in that part of the country. So if you are, you might actually be a little lucky compared to the rest of us. So, wishing you the best for that, and hopefully you can cash in on some of that. But for most of us, pretty muggy week ahead. Also, with that flow, rain chances are going to, again, increase, so just kind of watch how these, if I could draw or talk, that would help. Just continue to watch these areas and these pockets of rainfall, and just watch how they kind of move from the Gulf up through the Northeast. That's the main theme this week. Again, you'll notice wave after wave after wave of rain just continues to work on through. And again, that's going to add up pretty quickly. This gets us into this weekend, and I will note, getting into this weekend, there are some signs. Maybe, again, another front tries to kind of work on through. That could suppress some rain through the Midwest, but still, the southeast, southern tier of the country, Texas, Louisiana, through the Gulf Coast states, even up through the Mid-Atlantic, at least the southern tier of the Northeast through this weekend, going to be rainy. And again, that could add up pretty quickly. So a lot of us could still see another half a foot of rain through the next week, especially areas of South Texas and into the Carolinas, I think are going to be the real hot spots here for rain, which again, some of these areas are in drought, so we can use it. But just know that is something we are going to be watching for here in the extended period. Alrighty, well, again, we talked about a lot. Like I said, you should have another podcast out tonight, so, be ready for that, and join us live. It's a premiere style format, so that means it will kind of be, happening in the moment, and everyone will be watching it together and commenting together, so that's a pretty fun way to do it. So again, I appreciate y'all hanging in there. Again, sorry about the tiredness and all the past week or two. Should be a little bit better this coming week, but again, could have some other things popping up that I'll let you know about. But either way, again, appreciate you hanging in there with me. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy it, and I'll see you all tomorrow.